This is Dylan, your Sunday host. Today I'm going to be talking about non-binary. I personally don't really, not really familiar with the concept, like kind of like in-depth concept of non-binarism. But yeah, I only a little about it. I know very little about being non-binary or things like that. And I think there has been some sort of emergence of non-binarism in Indonesia itself. So I mean, in a way that some people identified as non-binary, not necessarily that they're trans or something, but it could be that they are physically cis, cis female or cis male, but they identify themselves as a non-binary, and for a lot of reasons actually, namely to show solidarity for our LGBT friends, or simply that really fits them well to identify as non-binary. But I think it's a little problematic here in Indonesia to actually identify oneself, like for you to identify as non-binary here, since we're not really familiar with the concept. I mean, the concept of being transgender is not that familiar, let alone the concept of non-binarism, for example. And so it takes a very like it's so time consuming to explain non-binarism to ordinary people, like ordinary people in Indonesia, for those who have zero knowledge of the term. But for as long as I can remember, that there are some people who identify as non-binary actually here in Indonesia. But I haven't. Well, I met one actually, and she's a cis female, and well, like physically cis female, but in terms of identity, she identified as non-binary actually. And I think it's fun, to know that kind of people, to broaden our horizons in this whole gender, this spectrum of gender, and especially in a country like this, in Indonesia. And that I don't really go out that much and meeting people, but sometimes, yeah, I meet people, but sometimes, but not really, And I have some friends, transgender friends, allies, and many people who put interest in LGBT related issues here in Indonesia. But so far, personally for me, non-binary is really hard to define or simplify to people here, and it has I don't know, that here in Indonesia everything has to be segregated. Sometimes it's segregated, as Western concept, or concepts that are known in the Western world, or sometimes, yeah, like that. And non-binary is one of them actually. Yeah, but feel free to correct me, everyone. And it's just my opinion, my really humble opinion. And yeah, I think it's I think for those who identified as non-binary has a lot to do, has they have to put like lots of effort to explain it easily to people, or people within the community, the LGBT community, because some of us are not even familiar with the term. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.